are these people?
Go to my website.
And at that website, there's also merch. So there's a button to pick up an INN t-shirt.
Buy my merch right quick.
Oh, check out that merch. Check it out. Oh, Reese wearing a beanie. Look at that. Oh, he's heating up his dab rig right now. So yes, you can get an INN beanie over at the merch store too. You go to indienewsnow.com, click on the merch store, and you can pick up one for yourself. Next, I did have a little bit of a fuck Israel segment, and I wanted to bring this video from Anas al-Sharif, one of the still remaining Palestinian journalists, thank goodness. A scene of madness. How can a child's heart endure terror, this kind of terror? How can a father's mind comprehend the survival attempts? Gaza is being exterminated stone by stone and person by person. And I want you to take note of what they're running out, like the background and the scenes while they're running, and what you see. And let's go.
Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi على المسيح. Ya Allah, Ya Allah.
Running
Ya Allah بسرعة.
For their lives.
بسرعة 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 اطلع. بسرعة. 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 تعال يا بسكو. يا الله انفجارات ضخمة. انفجارات ضخمة داخل مدرسة النيل الآن. يا الله. يا الله. يا ربي.
I mean, just with no time. I mean, just run for your lives. Literally, run for your lives. Here's another one. The Israeli forces reached the Shifa hospital on September 17th. That was 4 days ago at the square, and asked the family to leave, promising them safety. They numbered 13 people. As soon as they appeared in the street, they were hit by tank shells and all 13 were killed. Translation: Israeli forces reached the Shifa hospital square, ordered a family of 13 to leave, assuring them safety. As soon as they stepped onto the street, they were struck by tank shells and all were killed. Muhammad Smiri. Okay. And then we've also got one more. 2 brave Australian doctors share horrifying testimonies of their first week volunteering in Gaza, specifically their 2 days currently in Gaza City, where Israel is ethnically cleansing nearly 1 million Palestinians and committing horrific massacres to exterminate anyone who remains. And the second half of the video is below. She says, one of them says, we had a beheaded lady come in 9 months pregnant. They had to deliver her with an emergency C-section, and luckily the baby survived. Let's listen to what they have to say. Let's listen to these brave. This is almost 5 minutes. This is long, but we'll do a little sample.
Here's Dr. Nada Aburob and Dr. Saya Aziz. We're 2 doctors from Australia. We're here in Gaza at the moment. We arrived in the middle in Al-Aqsa Hospital first, where the situation was disastrous, where we're having kind of kids coming after a strike. With most of like, let's say 70 to 80% of our patients are kids and pregnant women. And the situation was terrible, and there was no water, no food, and people living in the hospital everywhere. It was very common for a person to be the only survivor of their family. Everyone has lost most of their family. It was very hard for us to get in, and there was a lot of restrictions. We were not allowed to bring any baby formula, any money, and the cards don't work. We are hardly surviving and hardly able to help anyone. There's no equipment. They're down to the very basics, running out of working scissors. There's no soap in the theatre room to scrub in, no gloves, nothing at all. We're treating patients on the floor, mass casualty after mass casualty. They're using all the weapons. However, when we came north to Al-Shifa Hospital, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. We're doing this video because we know that we might die at any time, unfortunately. Our accommodation is in the old delivery room. As you can see, this is the hospital. It's all bombed, but the bombing is still happening. When we came from the middle to the north, we saw people are evacuating. Instead of 20 minutes on the road, it took us around 8 hours to reach. as soon as we reach bombing after bombing with the Apache, F-35, F-16, rowboats, all sorts of weapons attacking us from everywhere around the hospital, the number of patients and the number of dead bodies arriving are ridiculous. So we're just basically people dead. We have more than 1,500 people still dead under the rubble in the hospital. Today they bombed just in front of the main entrance of the hospital. 2 days ago.
Look at where they're standing.
The issue is we leave our accommodation is a outside walking distance, so we could be at any time at that side of the bomb as an internationals. We're not even being. We've been told we'll be given an evacuation order. No even evacuation order as international people. So the situation here is just disastrous. I can't describe it. In the middle of the mass casualty today, there's no internet and no electricity. We're still out of Wi-Fi, so we can't communicate with our family, we can't put our picture up. And they're asking us to stay silent, otherwise our life will be in danger. What does that supposed to mean? We're just telling you what's happening. We're not allowed to show the photos because it's so traumatic and not allowed to post. But we're documenting this as part of what's happening for the future. Because someone needs to see this. Someone needs to help those poor people. Most of them are just kind of people, or they're just kind of hitting things randomly. There are doctors. Doctors here don't come to work because they're dead. Their family members are dead. Or they've been told to go to the south, at least to save themselves from being killed. So anyone who stays here, they know that they will be killed and they can't come back. So the situation needs to stop. I don't know what to say, but I'm asking for help. And I know that our life is in danger too. So if the help was kind of coming from any part of the world, just can anyone be able to stop this terror and horror, please? Anyone, could you please stop it? People here had enough. We had enough. There's no word to describe. Not sure, sorry, Dr. Said.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jett X Odysee. I'm an anaesthetist who works in Australia, and essentially I'm in a state of shock. We're in Al Shifa Hospital. We've been here a week. It took us 2 attempts to try and get up to the north to come to Al Shifa, and we thought it was devastating in Shuhada Al Aqsa Hospital, where we spent a couple of days, and we come to Al Shifa and it is catastrophic. It's catalytic. I can't even begin to explain how horrific the situation is. From an anaesthetic point of view, so many simple things that should be straightforward, it's just non-existent. So we have patients walking into theatre. We have patients coming in asking how.
Yeah, there's the rest of it here. There's another 5 minutes. You guys have heard enough. I mean, again, brave. Again, as Pav said, these women have more balls than the entire IDF. Because they're going into harm's way, knowing they're going into harm's way, knowing that they might be killed at any moment, and all they want to do is help patch up the people that are being attacked. That's just, wow. Amazing. Fuck Israel for that too. Now, because of that, we're certainly not going to be remonetized. I was going to ask people that if you're able to and have means, please support the stream. Okay. The ways to do that are a Cash App, $ Indie News Network, at co-fi.com/Indie News Network. You got paypal.me/Indie News Network. Got IndieNewsNow.com. We're actually live over there now. We still host over there. We self-host. And then we've got the Substacks, INNewsletter.com, where we're going to be live later on tonight for boats smashing into other boats. And we're live right now at IndieMediaToday.com, where actually you see the newest name on the board, Darren Sweeney, became a paid annual subscriber over at IndieMediaToday.com today. So thank you, Darren. I was able to get that up on the slide before we went live. And we really appreciate all the support to help us fund the media you want to see, pay our bills. We just got hit with a Canva bill last week. That was close to $300. We've got the Restream bill for almost $700 coming up later on this year. Zoom bill. And then there's the monthly subscriptions that we have. And again, this is what we need to do to be able to create content and make good shows. And, you know, Reef and Colin had a theme song made earlier, an all new look and creative, and that cost us a little bit. And we're helping Angel fund a laptop. And we also, hopefully, once we get that all paid, I'd like to do some mutual aid in the fourth quarter of this year. That would be really nice to be able to do. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out. Support independent media because we need it more than ever. We'll see you soon, fam. No! We just fucking lost the stream!
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say?